What's going on, everybody? Like so, um, it's a new year in the Gregorian calendar, 2020. And we're not even really gonna go into that and get deep into that. I'm gonna just say this: you gotta be thankful for being here in the here now, and understand this. The thing about the days and the nights is misconstrued, like time and all that is we are in a rhythm that is set based off the amount of lighting we receive. Like I said, I went to school for art, lighting, and directing. So understand that the way that we think is based on how much light we receive and perceive. And that really affects our mood and it affects our temperature, it affects our existence, how much light we receive. And I try to tell people this, if we can remove that type of concept, the multi-dimensional being inside of us will grow in an excessive rate that, won't destroy us, but will make us, better in time. And, we live in a time constraint as a being, a multi-dimensional being. A lot of the things that we perceive is kind of small, and we don't know that we can be much capable of transforming until now. Like, so I'm trying to tell you, like, we can take this thing called, time and understand what it is. It's a constraint uh, for a certain type of pressure to be relieved and released. And I'm telling you this for a specific reason, not to just like be putting out information for the public. It's actually to get an understanding of how huge the human mind can be in a success rate. I tell people everything that I'm thinking of or everything that I am is it's like so many celebrities that have wealth, but the wealth is in the information, and a lot of times it's not publicized how you know crazy life can get, and a lot of people don't understand that certain people have help and backup, and when these energies can sense like energies like me are able to do without their help, then they try to expose like this is how it is and the third. Really, they were just waiting on some light like me to expose who they really are and how they really operate. So, anyway, people, I'm good. I'm Gucci. I'm great. I'm happy. And the thing is, I woke up happy in my mind without even having a reason to be happy. I just woke up to say, I am not going to allow my circumstances to predestine or predate my future. And sometimes we go through those things where we can't feel good. And I always say that life is full of voodoo, and is what you do that causes the voodoo. And I understand that sometimes you cannot do these on your own. You can't be happy just by saying, hey, I'm going to be happy. You know, if someone you love dies 5 minutes ago, you can't just look in the mirror and say, hey, I'm going to be happy. Because, you know, you got all these stucks in your head. So I'm saying this, like, you know, you have to get an understanding of what's going on around you and the people around you, the relationships around you affects the mood, and it's because of something that you choose to see, and I choose to try to look at an optimistic outcome versus, man, giving up. And it's funny, like, you know, I had to like swallow my pride. You know, I can get a little emotional. I had to swallow my pride for a lot of stuff. And, you know, lots of people helped me, and you know that's kind of hard. You know, because you know I've been through so much, and to let somebody help me, it's like I don't want your help now, type of deal. Really, I don't. You know, when I did want help, full of ignorance. I'm grateful that the help wasn't received because I believe like everyone in your life is aligned to be in your life according to the actions of each other. Like if you're doing something and you're living a lifestyle, you're going in a direction, so is someone else on the other side of your spectrum. They're going through an alignment process, and if you are on a road to do something, or if someone is supposed to be in your life, you know, it'll be aligned. It'll come around. You know, you can't really force it. All you have to do is just align up with it. And that's what I'm really trying to take in and take heed of, that, you know, things may seem like it ain't going your way. Things may seem like it's hard on you, but you got to keep pushing and do your best to have a attitude outside of the light spectrum, because you know whether there is light in your life or there's not, try to like humble yourself. You know, I myself rub my beard. I'm bald headed, but you know my beard gang is where my hair at. That's all I care about. This beard. I don't really care about the hair on my head. Somebody was like, "You bald headed? You know, you got a beard." I'd rather have a beard than hair on my head. For the simple fact is, I don't want no hair full of armpit hair. That's how I look on y'all heads. I feel like this is, you know, I'm 34 years old. I feel like this is what an OG has to look like. You know, you see Buddhist monk, you know, they bald headed. I feel that's what they have to look like. You know, people get caught up like Samson in their hairstyle, but the strength is inside of you. So anyway, people, I gotta get up. You know, I tend to get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep, but my mentality is like a dolphin. I really would get that tatted right here, a dolphin. Probably get it on my neck, but I'm not talking outside of my neck. But I'm just saying because I sleep like a dolphin. I sleep when I can. Then I'll be looking and sleeping like an old man. But I'm not worried about it. I'm just trying to tell y'all, man, like, people be wanting you to give up. Spirits be like beating the fuck out of me, really. Because, you know, I'm trying to do all I can. I swear, I was just like tripping like yesterday. Like, man, life was causing me to faint hard. I was like literally about to like drop dead, quit. But I made a phone call yesterday. A lot of people don't understand like me, because they got me fucked up thinking they got me figured out. But understand this, like I'm not the wealthiest. My children are the wealthiest. I'm not like financially wealthy like that. But man, I got killers and lawyers. So to me, I think I'm pretty wealthy. That's how it be. You got people that'll shoot for you and people that'll go to court for you. Well, in a sense, I could defend and do things like that on my own, but people don't realize you can't do nothing by yourself. You don't live by yourself. You don't have one eye. You have two. You know, 2 dimension, 3 dimension. You never, ever, ever just one. You like one. Never just one. You're multi-being. You're multi. You're multi. Everything about you is multiple. And a lot of people, in this universe are trying to keep you in a level that you are nothing about yourself. There's a war going on. People like trying to make finances off your juice, off your drip. But you gotta remember this. If I don't say anything else that resonate with you, you're here in the now. By the time I watch this, I'll be doing something totally different. But you're in the here and now. Do what you gotta do. Stay up. Man, life is hard, but when you make it through, that's the beauty of it. Everybody gonna go through everything that self goes through. The beauty is that when you make it through, you're gonna look back, and then when everybody going through their perception, their perspective, then all you can say is, "Hey, it's your turn," because everybody go through it. And when they're not there for you, guess what? All it's gonna do is circle a replication of what they gave. Anyway, peace, love, fam. Do what you gotta do. Take care. I gotta get up and get the rolling, cause right now I don't have no vehicle. But I ain't tripping. People like, "Hey, you walking." I heard some songs, man. I love the entertainment business, because everything that you put out in content, they try to use you and shit. Man, y'all can't hurt nobody. Put your hands up, run up, then you hurting somebody. But music-wise, I love the content. I love the disrespect that people try to make a living off of, because they're weak. They're weak. That's why they prey on social sites, because they're weak. And guess what? They can't fuck with you. They can't touch you. They can't do anything to you. You know why? They're weak. They can't help you, and they won't help you because they're weak. They won't help you get wealthy, and they won't help, but they will motivate you and lift you to destruction. But they won't help you. That's just the way the society we live in. But guess what? You have to build a society inside your own heart, inside your own mind, and believe that society exists. Like, for instance, me, I live like I'm in a prison. And so I take my imagination and I try to give it life. It's there. It's in me. I have a thought, and I know that the world outside of my own head is chaotic. It's it drives me mentally insane. So I try to build a world of my own. Because I used to build computers and stuff. So I have my own universe. I have my own streets. I have my own stores. I have my own warehouses. I have my own cities. I have my own radio stations. And then on top of that, my children live in my head. I can't really have them in the flesh out here like I want to. but I dream and I have visions and I live in my own universe. Someone always tries to make us live in their box and their shoes and etc. But I don't do that. I won't. Long story short, man, like keep pushing. And I'm just thankful that, like sometimes I be wanting to give up life. I realize, every night I'm with a different broad. I don't ever like try to put no pressure on nobody or like I'm just like man, people get mad because like you got a lot of kids or you got a lot of problems, but they want you to like stop living. They want you to quit, and then they want to take everything that tries to make you happy for themselves because somebody wants to make you happy or people want to be in your life. That's kind of where we live in, and they want you to be cut off and them to be wealthy. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Keep on pushing. Like I know there's somebody out there that's in a worse situation that any of us keep complaining about. Point is, man, you gotta get up, push, push. Man, when I speak to myself, I'm speaking to someone like myself, and I be trying to tell people, man, don't ever give up. I know, I have days and moments I want to give up all the time because you know, living outside of yourself can be frightening, but you already did it, you already do, you've done it for the last 15, 30 years. So, man, ain't no point in being stressed or anxiety. Like, I welcome it. I'm thankful for it. It is what it is. But you gotta always remember, man, at the end of the day, like, you know, you all you got really inside, but you never by yourself. Live and love yourself. Just know that everything else is what it is. Just wake up and like continue pushing because you've done it. So it's nothing to fear. It's just let go of that shade of light that's causing your emotions to flicker. If you can like get over the concept, like I'll give you an example. I used to be afraid of the dark, but I remember someone took my phone charger and then they tricked me into staying somewhere. So my phone was turned off, so I had to use Wi-Fi. And I had to like walk from 17th to 8th Street, so like 9 blocks. And I had to do that because, someone was lying, like, they was on their way, but, they've been lying for days and weeks. And I had to walk from maybe 10 o'clock at night to like 1 o'clock in the morning. And, I'm so thankful. That's why I'm like, I'm in the spirituality and I'm talking to this cancer based on the actions of a cancer that, did something, it's almost making me emotional. Um, this last summer, I was calling. I'm like, look where I'm at. Like, man, I could die out here. You know, um, so in this cancer, like, really helped me out because, man, the person that was supposed to help me out really fucked me over. And like, when I say how bad it was, like literally, like there was a shootout, like police chasing, and it's like in the dark. I'm dressed in all black anyway. And I'm in my hoodie, but and I'm seeing like it's an illusion. It looks like monsters coming out of the dark, but really they just humans that are unseen, and it can be fearful. I had to conquer my fear of being afraid of the dark, the long way and the hard way. Like literally, like I'm not afraid of no dark. It's just it is what it is. So I'm saying that to say this, like I had to face that fear being afraid of the dark, and I've been afraid of the dark. As a kid, we used to watch Are You Afraid of the Dark? And that perception, like, rang in our head. I had to not be afraid of the dark and go in the dark. And, that was so many nights, you know, had to do what I had to do. And really, I am grateful for all the dark nights I had because I was able to survive. I was able to make it through. Be trying to tell people, like, man, you gotta be thankful, be grateful for your walk. Cause somebody got it worse. Somebody got it deeper. If you don't believe me, man, just go to a hospital. You ain't even gotta ask a patient how much they go through. Ask a nurse. If you don't ask a doctor, ask a nurse how much mental exhaustion, a person can go through. So there's different levels and different stages, and you just got to be grateful and push and believe in something, stand on something, keep on going. A lot of people think they're by themselves. Just remember, multi-beings, multi-dimensional beings. You're never by yourself. Everything is governed. If you don't know what governed is, everything is governed. I'll let you catch up on that later. Anyway, people, got moves to make. I'm just grateful. Like, I'm very wealthy in my perception, my perspective. I'm very wealthy. The bed I'm laying on is my grandfather's bed. I'm very, very wealthy. you know. So, anyway, people, I got to get on with my day. Let me tell you something, like, I also realize it's a problem that we are having. I told y'all, like, if it wasn't for this cancer, like, when I was in the dark, and I called this cancer, and this cancer, like, damn, but they did. They helped me out. I never forget spiritually. And, and that's why I'm giving back in the way I do. A lot of people don't understand how these walks work. We are wizards, and we have to understand the human mind and how we work as a collective whole. And I have to look out and protect spirits and souls in different ways and dimensions that modern society doesn't want to open, because within these doors comes big responsibilities and spells and spirits and all kind of stuff that gets released out. But let me tell you something, I'm not afraid of spirits and spells. I've been walking with dark demons my whole life, and when I was a kid, I used to say, I feel sorry and I feel bad for the wicked and the evil. And I had sympathy because of so many things, and I tried to look at the beauty of something. And that's what society is pretty much doing in a way. And so, anyway, that's another concept. I don't want to pop nobody's balloon because too much information can be dangerous. Anyway, people, and just keep on pushing, keep on going, keep on. If you have no strength today, understand that everybody has its day, and just make it through the wave. You'll be alright. I survived. I done been through everything negative people had to say or do. But I'm here and I'm grateful and I'm stronger than ever. They are getting weaker by the day, and guess what? I'm getting stronger by the day. So they can say whatever, they can do whatever, they can be where they want to be, they can drink, they can party, and they can whatever. Let them do them. You continue to grow, you continue to be strong. And whatever they got to say, man, fuck all that. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why you should fuck what everybody say. If you are doing the best you can, that's it. That's all that matters. If you are doing the best you can, they gonna always have something to say. It ain't good enough, or you should have did this, or fuck all that. It don't even matter how you doing, how you feeling. Are you okay? Did you eat? What's going on? Well, what can we do about it? Nothing? Well then fuck it. Alright? Y'all enjoy y'all day. Peace and love. Everybody like self.